Hello everyone and welcome to Let's Play Pokemon Crystal version. So I was just in the mood for playing some Pokemon and I decided I might as well play Crystal simply because I've actually never played Crystal before. I used to own Gold. Actually, I shouldn't say I used to own it. I still technically own it, although I'm sure the battery inside of it is long dead at this point in time. But anyways, yeah. I've never actually played Crystal, I just never owned it. It's kind of strange too because for all the other generations of Pokemon, I owned every single game like in that generation. So like I owned Yellow and Red and Blue, although I didn't own Green just because Green was only released in Japan. And then I owned Emerald and Ruby and Sapphire, and I owned Diamond and Pearl and the other one, what is it? Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, and yeah. Although actually once Black came around, I only ever got Black 1. And I did get Heart Gold, but not Heart Silver, so once that sort of Nintendo DS generation came around, I sort of just, I don't know, stopped being interested in Pokemon, at least the newer games. So, let's just get started. Are you a boy or are you a girl? I am a boy. Thank you for asking. ... Zzz, why you woke me up. Will you check the clock for me? What time is it? Oh, now you all get to see what time it is in my own life. 1, and yes, it is 1. How many minutes? It is indeed 33 minutes. Oh wait, actually my microwave says 1:33, but my computer says 1:32. What should I trust? I guess I'll just choose this. It'll probably be behind by the time it gets chosen, but whatever. Oh, yikes, I overslept. Yeah, just a little. Hello, sorry to keep you waiting. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Oak. People call me the Pokemon Prof. He's the Pokemon Prophet? No, Pokemon Professor. I always found it funny how in like the earlier Pokemon games they tend to abbreviate a lot of things that you wouldn't think need to be abbreviated. Although actually, I guess because of the limited screen size, they sort of truncate a lot of the words a bit. Okay, this world is inhabited by creatures that we call Pokemon. People and Pokemon live together by supporting each other. Some people play with their Pokemon and some battle with them. I don't know, I always kind of find it funny, at least now, how if you think about it, Pokemon, like when you were a child, was such a, like, I don't know, innocent, and actually people even nowadays think that Pokemon is such an innocent game, and it's kind of just for children, but it's kind of funny how in a way it's kind of like dogfighting. It's just that you don't really ever see anything actually die or get mortally injured. Okay, everything about Pokemon something something. There are still many mysteries to solve. That's why I study Pokemon every day, every single minute of every day. Now, what did you say your name was? I'm just gonna choose my actual real name, because why not? I don't know, personally, I don't really like, I don't know, I don't really like being called by my username just because it seems kind of weird. I always prefer just being called my first name just because, I don't know, that's just the way I roll. Hunter, are you ready? Your very own Pokemon story is about to unfold. You'll face fun times and tough challenges. A world of dreams and adventures with Pokemon awaits. Let's go. I'll be seeing you later, alligator. And there we go. Starting off in our room, as is always the case in these Pokemon games. Actually, I wonder if any of the new ones, do any of the newer Pokemon games not have you start in your room? Actually, wait. Yeah, I guess now that I think about it, Ruby and Sapphire and Emerald, you start in the moving truck before you're actually in your room. So that, I guess, is the first game that broke away from that trend. So really, that was only the 3rd generation where they broke away from that trend, now that I think about it. Damn it, Mom. Oh, Hunter, our neighbor, Professor Elm, was looking for you. He said he wanted you to do something for him. Oh, I almost forgot, your Pokegear is back from the repair shop. Here you go. Hunter received Pokegear. Wow. Pokemon Gear, or just Pokemon, or Pokegear. For short, it's essential if you want to be a good trainer. So you need a glorified cell phone to become a good trainer? Okay then. Oh, the day of the week isn't set. You mustn't forget that. What day is it? It is Sunday. How did you know, Mom? Is it daylight savings time? Wait, let's think here. So it just became spring, so you spring forward in spring. So I don't know, is that daylight savings time when you spring forward, or is it when you fall back? I think it's not then, because it's spring it's not? I'm not sure. I mean, yeah, that is what time it is, so I suppose that's right. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. By the way, do you know how to use the phone? Yes. I'm an adult, damn. Woman, I know how to use a phone. Don't you just turn the Pokegear on and select the phone icon? I like how even you say yes. Like, is that... I don't know. The way that's written, it makes it seem like it's what you're saying, but really, it's like what she's saying. Like, you said, yeah, I know how to do it. And then she's like, oh, you know how to do it? Well, don't you just select the phone icon? Like, she doesn't really believe that we know? Oh, whatever. Just choose a name. Isn't that convenient? Wow. You know what I just remembered? There's this one, I guess ROM hack you might call it, of the game called, what is it, Pokemon Vietnamese Crystal, and basically someone translated the game into Vietnamese, or they took the game, the game that was already translated into Vietnamese or something like that, and then translated it back into English, and there's a lot of messed up dialogue as a result, but it's pretty funny. I think someone probably took some liberties when they did that too, because a lot of the translations, like literally the F word appears, and I feel like that, I don't know, I don't feel like that would naturally occur, but I guess it might, anything's possible. Okay, my daughter is adamant about becoming Professor Elm's assistant. She really loves Pokemon. Yeah, I think that's the first main difference between this game and Gold, because I did have Gold, but I never had Silver or Crystal. And I think the one main difference is that in this one, there's that assistant, as opposed to just your one rival. You also have, I guess you have two rivals, don't you? I'm guessing. Okay, hi Hunter, my husband's always so busy. I hope he's okay. When he's caught up in his Pokemon research, he even forgets to eat. Well, that's good for him. When I grow up, I'm going to help my dad. I'm going to be a great Pokemon professor. So you know what I should go ahead and do? I should go ahead and fast. Yes, I would like the fast. There we go. That'll make the dialogue go by much more quickly, as opposed to me just having to pause every couple seconds to let the text keep up. Wow, your Pokegear's impressive. Did your mom get it for you? Mama's boy? Oh. How rude. Pikachu is an evolved Pokemon. I was amazed by Professor Elm's findings. He's so famous for his research on Poke-Evolution. Sigh. I wish I could be a researcher like him. I wonder if, like, the addition of Pichu in Gen 2 was considered like a... I wonder if some people were, like, outraged by it, because I'm sure some people were like, oh, what? Pikachu is the first evolution. You can't add another one before that. That's wrong. Hunter, there you are. I needed to ask you a favor. I'm conducting new Pokemon research right now. I was wondering if you could help me with it, Hunter. You see, I'm writing a paper that I want to present at a conference, but there are some things I don't quite understand yet, so I'd like you to raise a Pokemon that I recently caught. Sure. Thanks, Hunter. You're a great help. When I announce my findings, I'm sure we'll delve a bit deeper into the many mysteries of Pokemon. Speaking of which, I always found it weird how the person who gives the intro is Professor Oak, and then Professor Elm ends up being the main professor in the game. Because I don't think they do that in any of the other Pokemon games. Usually the professor of that region is the one that always starts out that little beginning dialogue. So I always found it funny when I always found it weird as a child even how Oak was the one who gives it. You can count on it. Oh hey, I just got an email. Wow, emails, what is this newfangled technology? Okay. Hey, listen. What are you, Navi? Okay, I have an acquaintance called Mr. Pokemon. Wow, that's a generic name. He keeps finding weird things and raving about his discoveries. Anyway, I just got an email from him saying that this time it's real. What's real? I don't know, but it is real. It is intriguing, but we're busy with our Pokemon research. Wait! I know. Hunter, can you go in our place? I guess. I want you to raise one of the Pokemon contained in these balls. It'll be that Pokemon's first partner, Hunter. Go on, pick one. I will choose Trash Can Pokemon. The rapper from the snack, Professor Elm 8 is in there. Yeah, you can definitely tell though that like the dialogue, there must be like some sort of translational issues because it is a bit like stunted. You can definitely tell. But then again, like I said, it is kind of just because it was the Game Boy Color and they probably didn't want to have a bunch of text. So, Totodile? Nah. You know what? I obviously am going to have to choose Cyndaquil. Yes. I think that's a great Pokemon too. Oh, don't lie. You would have said the exact same thing regardless of which one I chose. No, I'm always generic and I never choose the nicknames just because it annoys me. Actually, to be perfectly honest, whenever you get like a traded Pokemon from one of the in-game people, I always hate when they have nicknames already, because they normally always do have nicknames when you get a traded one like in-game, and that always has annoyed me. I know, that's a weird thing to get annoyed by, but it's always what has happened with me. Okay, there, so you can't miss it. But just in case, here's my phone number. Call me if anything comes up. God, Elm's phone number. Wow. Phone numbers. Yes, machine healing. Feel free to use it at any time. Hunter, I'm counting on you. I don't know why, but I just thought of this. I wonder if anyone's ever done a run of one of the Pokemon games and they never used a single Poké Center. I guess it's technically possible. I mean, you just have to wait until you got your first potion and avoid as many trainers and other Pokemon as possible, and then you just have to stock up on a massive amount of potions. And I guess really you could also grow a bunch of berries, especially in this game. It would be easier than the first game because you could actually grow healing berries. Or I don't know, did the other game have berries? I'm not quite sure. Actually, no, I know this game added those, like, apricorns, or whatever the heck they're called. Observations. And it doesn't let me read these observations. Okay then, thanks. Yeah, I always tend to choose the fire starter Pokemon, and the only reason why is because, at least as far as I can tell, in pretty much every Pokemon game, fire Pokemon tend to be the rarest. Or at the very least, you really can never find them early on, whereas grass Pokemon tend to be common as dirt. And, I mean, water Pokemon, my main problem with getting a water starter is that usually in every game, there's a massive amount of water HMs. And if you choose the wrong... Or no, not the wrong. If you get a water starter, you either need to get another Pokemon to teach all those HMs, or you kind of just make your water starter Pokemon a bit useless by filling it up with a bunch of water HMs, because, like, what is there? I think there's, in this game, there's Dive, no, there's not Dive, that's not until the 3rd gen, there's Surf, and then there's Whirlpool, and I don't know if there's a 3rd one. I don't think there's Waterfall, or maybe there is. I think there is Waterfall as well. So, you basically, if I got a water starter and didn't want to have another water Pokemon just to load all the HMs on that one, I'd end up having 3 out of my 4 moves being kind of useless. I mean, admittedly, Surf is a pretty good move, but the other two, Waterfall and Whirlpool, tend to be pretty useless. So here's our first battle. Yeah, and I know the one thing that was added in Crystal that wasn't in Gold and Silver is, I think, the little animations at the beginning of a battle were added. Whereas I think that was a new thing. Yeah, I think that was brand new to this particular game in the Pokemon series. Potion, wow. Oh, and I guess that's where you could get your first potion, if you want to do that no Poké Center challenge. But, yeah, I don't know, I was kind of contemplating doing something like a Nuzlocke or whatever, just to, I guess, spice things up a bit, but I don't know. I never really like doing things like that, because it just sort of takes away from my enjoyment of the game oftentimes. And although I've played the Pokemon games a lot, I don't think I've played them like quite enough or quite obsessively that I can really have full confidence in my ability to do something like a Nuzlocke. Oh yeah, and you do get a berry right away as well, so that helps. Aw, so close. Almost got that first level up. But alas, it is not to be so. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. It's funny how this music is so simplistic, yet it can just sort of I don't know. I just feel so nostalgic whenever I listen to it. Yeah, I remember that... Actually, I remember I mostly played Gold on my Game Boy Advance SP. Yeah, because I noticed after I got my Game Boy Advance SP, I pretty much played every single Game Boy game I had on it, just because that backlit screen was just so wonderful. Because, yeah, I remember back when I had the regular Game Boy Advance, I had, like, those stupid little light attachments, and they never freaking worked. Or if they did, you had to get it at the perfect right angle, and they never worked right. So I remember, like, when the SP came out, I was so... I don't know, I was so happy because I could actually see my games now, even when it wasn't in the perfect of conditions. Oh yeah, and I just realized the C button apparently speeds up time, which I suppose I might use that if I'm like grinding or something, but otherwise I'll just try to keep the game at the normal speed. I wanted to take a break, so I saved to record my progress. Oh, saving? What is this newfangled technology? Guess I can save. Yeah, I don't know if it's just me, but it does seem like whenever I'm on an emulator, saving always tends to be made a lot quicker. Different kinds of Pokemon appear past here. If you want to catch them all, you have to look everywhere. I've never wanted to catch them all. That would take far too long. Oh yeah, and I remember the routes in this zone build off of the routes in, what is it, Kanto? I always confuse the names of the different ones. I think, the first one is Kanto, and the second one is Johto, I think. And then you've got Hoenn, and then, Sinnoh, and then what after that? I don't know. Sinnoh's about as far as I can remember. Waiting for Pokemon to appear only at night. I actually did do, for the few of you who might have seen this video, or not this video, but seen the other one, if you might remember, I did try doing a Pokemon fan game, but I admittedly chose one that was, well, for one, it was still is still in development, and also it's notoriously one of the hardest sort of fan games out of Pokemon that exist, so that was probably a poor decision, especially because I'm not exactly a master Pokemon player. I'm not someone who gets all crazy with the EVs and the IVs and all that junk. So that was probably not the best decision I could have made, because I did end up, I think, kind of giving up at around, like, part 17 or so of that Let's Play, although I have full confidence in my abilities to beat the original games. New Bark. Yeah. Even though I technically have never played this particular Pokemon game before, but I played the hell out of Gold, so there's that. Okay, so yeah, what was I saying? They tried to, like, add the routes off of Kanto, although actually, yeah, Kanto and Johto are actually technically connected, aren't they? You're a rookie trainer, aren't you? I can tell. That's okay. Everyone's a rookie at some point. If you'd like, I can teach you a few things. Okay. Gotta do this, obviously. This is a Pokemon Center. They heal your Pokemon in no time at all. You'll be relying on them a lot, so you better learn about them. Okay. Well, then why don't you learn me some? Don't just say, this is a Poke Center, learn about them. Okay, this is a Pokemon Mart. They sell balls for catching wild Pokemon. And other useful items. Route 30 is out this way. Trainers will be battling their prized Pokemon there. This is the sea, as you can see. Oh, you're so funny. Some Pokemon are found only in water. I bet whoever wrote that was feeling really proud of themselves for that little sentence. Like, oh man, this is the sea, as you can see. Oh. I bet they were so proud. Here, it's my house. Thank you for your company. Let me give you a small gift. Wow, the map card. That's useful. Now we can actually see maps. And we can get cards and things. How wonderful. It's just like apps on phones. But the apps in this game are probably a lot more useful than the apps that you can get in real life. And I'm gonna probably keep accidentally pressing C, so if you see the time speed up, that's why. Yes, there is already a save there, because that was from my attempt at playing this game. And I kind of messed things up. I didn't really mess things up, I just sort of misspoke a lot and decided I just wanted to redo the whole darn thing. Pokemon change? I would be shocked if one did that. Oh my god, things can change? What is this? What is life? Pokemon gain experience in battle and change their form. Yeah, it's kind of weird, but I never remembered how, like, stunted a lot of the dialogue is in this game, but I guess it is. Mr. Pokemon's house is still farther up ahead. What are you doing reading my mind, man? That's not allowed. Guess let's go to the Poke Center. It's great, I can store any number of Pokemon, and it's all free! Wow, it's all free. Although I don't really think you can store any number of Pokemon. I mean, there is a limit, technically, isn't there? Thank you for waiting, your Pokemon are fully healed. We hope to see you again. I always wondered why there's like this here. I guess it's supposed to be a TV or something. But I always thought it looked like another PC that is just sort of sitting there at a weird angle. So yeah, got some Pokemons. Well, actually, we don't have any Pokemons, but that's fine. And there's no items in this game. I think it must have just been the first one where there's always a potion, or maybe they continued that in the 3rd gen. I don't quite remember. That PC is free for any trainer to use. Wow. The communication center upstairs was just built, but they're still finishing it up. Yeah, I'm fine without having that. Route 30. Oh man, we're on our way to become the best trainer ever. I guess let's get some fruit. Yeah, there are fruit-bearing trees, which there wasn't, but I think there's like those weird apricorn things or whatever they're called. You know Pokemon eat berries? Well, my Pokemon get healthier by eating a berry. Here, I'll share one with you. Wow, we've got 3 whole berries now. Amazing. They just drop right off. Apparently we don't take the ones that are fresh from the tree, we just find the ones that are on the ground. I don't know if that's the best idea. Ooh, an A-Weedle. Yeah, I'm contemplating what Pokemon I want to choose first, other than Cyndaquil. I guess, you know what, I mean, I doubt I'm going to have, like, hundreds of viewers, but I guess if anyone wants to suggest some Pokemon that I should catch in the first, like, couple areas, I'd be open to suggestions, because, yeah, I'm trying to think, because, yeah, like, I didn't play Gold that much as a child. I played Yellow a lot more, and it's been a long time since I've played any of the 2nd gen games as well, so I can't really remember many of the Pokemon that are in the first areas that stand out. And I always tend to like to wait a while and choose some of the more, I don't know, useful Pokemon. I don't really want to choose like a Spinarak and a Sentry right away, because, I don't know, they're not that good. Yeah, so I'm probably gonna at least try to get some of the more unique and interesting Pokemon, and yeah, we've got Poison. That's always great. Oh, we do have an antidote, actually. I didn't even know. I guess I'll use it. And I guess I'll use a berry as well. Why not? Just so I don't have to walk back. Mr. Pokemon's house straight ahead. Well, I guess let's head straight. I think if you go left... No, that's just another path. For some reason I thought that brought you somewhere else, but it does not. It's a fruit-bearing tree, a poison cure berry. I always found the berry names funny because they just sort of abbreviate a bunch of things and then mash it into one word. Hello, hello, you must be Hunter. I guess it wasn't until the 3rd gen that they actually gave the berries their own special names. In this game, they kind of just have the names that reflect on what they do. Professor Elm said that you would visit. This is what I want Professor Elm to examine. Also, it's kind of funny how with the color palette, if you look at Professor Oak over there, he seems to be blending in with that table quite well. He actually looks like he could be a chair or something. Hunter received Mystery Egg. Wow. A Mystery Egg, I wonder what it could contain. I was so intrigued, so I sent mail to Professor Elm. For Pokemon evolution, Professor Elm is the authority. Even Professor Oak here recognizes that. If my assumption is correct, Professor Elm would know it. Wow. Aha, so you're a hunter? I'm Oak, a Pokemon researcher. I was just visiting my old friend, Mr. Pokemon. I heard you were running an errand for Professor Elm, so I waited here. Oh, what's this? A rare Pokemon? Let's see. I see. I understand why Professor Elm gave you a Pokemon for this errand. To researchers like Professor Elm and I, Pokemon are our friends. He saw that you would treat your Pokemon with love and care. Ah, you seem to be dependable. How can you tell that? I haven't even said a word to you, and apparently I'm dependable. Okay, how would you like to help me out? See, this is the latest version of Pokedex. It automatically records data on Pokemon you've seen or caught. It's a high-tech encyclopedia. Yeah, it's also kind of funny how I think this is the one Pokemon game where, for whatever reason, the actual professor of the region doesn't know of the existence of Pokédexes. In every other Pokemon game, I think the particular professors of that region always have their own little set of Pokédexes that they give out to you and your rival. Alright, go! Meet many people Pokemon. Complete that Pokédex, but I've stayed too long. I have to go to Goldenrod for my usual radio show. Hunter, I'm counting on you. Yeah, it is kind of funny, because I don't think in really any of the other Pokemon games, they really tend to not make, like, references to previous people or professors. I guess that every once in a while you'll hear, like, a reference to one of the people in, like, Gen 1, but you never really hear people referencing, like, Professor Elm or anything. Here, your Pokemon should have rest. Oh yeah, and he basically just lets us chill there, apparently. I'm depending on you. Also, I always remember finding this area right here look really weird. Like, I know it's just a bunch of cables, I'm sure, that's connecting this computer to all this machinery, but I always thought it looked really weird. Like, it looks like a bunch of, I don't know, Twizzlers or something that are laying on the ground. And you know what? Oh, got a call from Professor Elm. He's a bit needy. We just saw him. Hello, Hunter. That's a disaster. It's just terrible. What should I do? Oh, no. Please get back to me now. Oh, no. I guess we'll find out what Mr. Elm's problem is next episode, even though I full well know what it is, but whatever. Would you like to save the game? Yes, I would. Yes. So yes, I'm gonna go ahead and end the first episode here. And actually, I don't even think I'll make any more episodes today. I'll wait until I get perhaps some feedback on the game, and then I'll go ahead and start making episodes after that once I upload this episode. So, thank you all for watching, and hope to see you next time. Good